Hi there, good morning. Happy Friday. It is November the 7th. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and so far a pretty good day for the drive out there. I was just reading in Kitchener, it's Random Act of Kindness Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they started this about 5-6 years ago, so they'll be having a thing at the Conestoga Mall later on, and so that's a nice idea. Do something nice for somebody.
So what are you going to do nice for me today?
Well, we're not in Kitchener. Oh yes, don't worry. Don't worry. I'll do something. I haven't decided what yet.
All right. Well, I'll do something nice for you. I'll talk about snow. How's that?
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love snow.
Here's
it's my personal favorite.
Here's a look at the radar.
At 4 in Oshawa, so you might see a little bit of sun, but overall it's going to be chilly.
Yeah, it's going to be well below seasonal. Seasonal's like 9 right now.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of polar air trickling down. It's going to get worse tomorrow, isn't it?
No, it's going to get better temperature-wise.
Oh, good, okay.
But it's going to be wet, very similar to yesterday. For the rain, you brought your umbrella, and for your evening commute, it was a bit of a wet one. Here's Tom now with an update on your commute.
Hurry-o.
Well, we are going to see some rain for tomorrow, but by Sunday, things will clear out, and then the beginning of next week looks quite wet. Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It is Friday. It is November the 7th. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and hopefully your day is starting off well. It's not so bad out there. A little bit cool, for sure.
It's very cool.
I was at 2 degrees all the way down from Georgetown, so a little bit on the chilly side, but driving generally fair out there.
That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's a Friday.
Well, it's going to be quieter for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's take a look at the radar, and we can show you exactly what's happening.
And will help a little tiny bit taking the chill out of the air.
Little tiny bit. So make sure you bundle up today. Tomorrow's temperatures are going to rebound slightly, and we'll talk about that coming up in the long range. Yesterday wasn't too bad of a day. About the weekend forecast, what are your plans this weekend? The Royal Winter Fair kicks off today. We'll talk more about events coming up as well, but first, here's Tomah Traffic. Well, the first one that we saw yesterday, that's going to be moving out. We are going to see a bit of a clearing trend by the afternoon. We may even see some sunshine with that high pressure in place. Now, through the overnight, a lot of cloud cover, new system approaches. Keep in mind, if you're heading out early tomorrow morning anywhere throughout the GTA, there is a chance that you could see a bit of a rain-snow mix to kick off this system, depending on the timing. It's also really going to be temperature dependent. By the afternoon, all rain. We're seeing a high of 7 degrees through Toronto. By the evening, depending on how long this system sticks around, could see a bit of a rain-snow mix behind it. Less than 5 millimeters of rain clearing out for Sunday. Well, make sure you follow Tom Reynolds on Twitter. You can reach him at Tom's Traffic, TWN. He's got good news on where it's slippery. It could be slippery through Barrie, through Muskoka, through Peterborough at this hour because of the light snow falling. Now, we're going to see that lake effect continue until our temperatures warm up to only about 4 degrees. So we could be seeing it for the better part of the morning. And then once the system departs, we are going to see some high pressure move in this afternoon. We may actually see some sunshine. Through the overnight, cloud cover increasing, and then early tomorrow morning, depending on what time you're heading out, this system may start for you as a bit of a rain-snow mix before it transitions into showers. 7 degrees is our daytime high, just too warm for snow. As it exits Saturday evening into Sunday, we could see that transition back to a rain-snow mix with colder temperatures. We're only looking at about 5 millimeters of rain, so it's not going to be a drenched day, but it is still going to be fairly wet. By Sunday, however, we return to sunshine, but cold. Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Friday. It is November the 7th. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and a fairly good start to the day. If you're heading out onto the roads, they're pretty good shape. A little bit of light snow here and there, but nothing major from the standpoint of your drive.
Let's take a look at the radar, and you can see where that light snow is falling. We're
pretty windy out there, so you got a bit of wind chill factor.
Now, this weekend, the big man in red is going to be visiting many towns. Santa Claus parades have kicked off. We're going to see a Santa Claus parade in Timmins, in through Bayfield, and London as well has a Santa Claus parade this weekend.
Good. Santa's here finally.
Yeah, it's all started.
That's right.
All right, well, yesterday wasn't too bad of a day. We did see cloudy periods throughout. Good to be prepared. All right, we'll talk about the rest of the weekend in just a moment, but first, here's Tomah Traffic. Now, once these showers/snow showers taper off throughout the morning hours, we're going to see high pressure move back in through Toronto, which means we could see a little bit of sunshine this afternoon. Temperatures remaining cold. New system approaches by tomorrow morning. Temperatures could be cold enough at the beginning of this system to see a bit of a rain-snow mix, then transitioning to rain as temperatures get up to about 7 degrees. Behind this system, a lot of cold air filtering in, which means we could end off with a rain-snow mix through the evening and overnight as well. Less than 5 millimeters of rain, so not a ton of it. bit. Fortunately, it looks as though we are going to be in the line for some lake effect rain and maybe possibly even mixing with some snow showers throughout the day on Sunday. And Monday, new system comes in that's going to bring us more wet weather into Tuesday. Well, we'll start talking about what's happening right now, which is snow through some areas. We're seeing some lake effect through Owen Sound, through Barrie, through the Muskokas, down through Peterborough. Staying quite wet just through much of the GTA. Temperatures are just a little bit too warm. As the system departs, we have a good chance to see a little bit of sunshine this afternoon with that area of high pressure, but cold, only about 4 degrees for Toronto. New system comes in for Saturday. Depending on the timing of this, we may start off as a bit of a rain-snow mix, transition into rain, temperatures bumping up to 7 degrees. And then again, on the exit of this, we could transition back into a rain-snow mix, but not a ton of it. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters of rain. Now into the long range, once the system moves out on Saturday, it looks as though we're going to pick up a little bit of lake effect throughout the day on Sunday, giving us a few showers, and then a brand new system coming in for Monday. Such devastation, still trying to rebuild. Hi, I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It is Friday. It's November the 7th. And today is going to be the coolest day of the week. We're only going to see a daytime high of 4 today. Yesterday, we hit seasonal values. We got up to a daytime high of 10, but it was wet. We saw rain moving in through the afternoon. Continued for the better part of the evening, but a lot of people were prepared for it. Now, this morning, we could see that fine line of rain-snow mix continuing until our temperatures do warm up. And then once the system departs, we could actually see a little bit of sunshine with high pressure in the forecast. So here's a look at the radar, and you can see we do have the snow. It's more so lake effect along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay, and then we've got rain throughout the east. The high pressure that's going to come in later on this afternoon might take a little bit of the chill out of the air, but for the most part, it's still going to be quite cold. Next system comes in for Saturday. Depending on the timing of this, we may start off with a bit of a rain-snow mix and then transition into rain as we get up to a high of 7. And then on the back end, we could see it depart with a rain-snow mix. Not a lot of rain. We're only looking at about 5 millimeters. And then we are going to see a lot of lake effect throughout the day on Sunday and then a brand new system on Monday. So we're looking at a couple of unsettled days ahead. Here's Tom now with an update on traffic. Yeah, you really did, Kevin. Not just for mums, but for dads too.
Really? Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Of course it's for dads. Very important.
It is, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you stay with us throughout the morning hours because Kevin's going to be not only showcasing what new moms and dads may need, but winter fashions for babies,
Well, of course,
accessories.
you've got to have all the accessories. Yeah.
It's amazing that a little 8-pound baby could need, 80,000 pounds of stuff.
Well, it's amazing how much there's accumulating clothing and all the rest of the stuff.
I know, you should see my house. Let's take a look at the radar. Seeing it through Peterborough, we've been reporting it through Muskoka and Barrie, so depending on where you're traveling, it's what you're going to see. Talk about the weekend in just a moment, but first, here's Tom. Well, we do have this system. It will move out. We will start to see things tapering off, and high pressure will move in, so we could see a little bit of sunshine throughout the day today. New system for tomorrow. Temperatures could be cold enough early in the morning that may start out as a bit of a rain-snow mix and then transition to rain as we get up to 7 degrees. It may exit as a rain-snow mix as well. Not a ton of rain. We're looking at about 5 millimeters. Now, we are going to be seeing a lake effect ramping up again throughout the day on Sunday. And then a brand new system moves in across the prairies through Monday and into Tuesday. Temperatures still going to be below our seasonal average. Well, as you can see on the radar, the blue, that indicates snow. So the lake effect coming off of Huron and Georgian Bay is not quite reaching us throughout the downtown core, but areas just north. We've been reporting snow through Peterborough and into the Muskokas, even as far south as Newmarket. We've seen a few flakes. Once the system departs, we're going to see high pressure move in, so we may see a little bit of sunshine by the afternoon. A lot of cloud cover tonight as a new system approaches, and early tomorrow morning, depending on what time you're getting out, you may see the system start as a rain-snow mix with cold temperatures in the morning. By the afternoon, transitioning to rain, but not a ton of rain. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters, and it has the potential to exit as a rain-snow mix as well as temperatures cool down through the evening. By Sunday, we are going to be picking up a little bit of lake effect through much of the GTA, and then Monday, brand new system comes in, so we're going to see an unsettled weekend and beginning to next week. Bundle up if you're heading out to get your breakfast. It is a cold start to the day. We're seeing temperatures hovering around -1 to about 3 degrees throughout southern Ontario. Toronto at 2, very fine risk of a rain-snow mix. We're seeing some lake effect coming off of the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay. So really, no matter where you go, you could end up seeing a little bit of lake effect snow. Not only cold through the GTA, but cold to the south. We're only looking at 2 degrees through London. Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It is Friday. It is the 7th of November. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. And, a chilly start to the day out there. We've got some winds and cool temperatures. And, of course, we've even had a little bit of snow up north.
Yeah, take a look at our current temperatures. It's cool. We're looking at 0 through Barrie, 0 through Newmarket. Plans this weekend? I'm going to go to the Royal.
That is a great spot. The Royal Winter Fair is just awesome. I mean, not only do they bring all the country right into the city.
They sure do.
And the kids just love it, and adults and horses and all those lovely things.
I think Brooklyn's really going to enjoy the petting zoo.
Oh, how can you go wrong with the petting zoo? I mean, really.
It's so fun.
Everybody loves a petting zoo.
I can't wait. Okay, well, yesterday was fairly wet if you were out and about. Temperatures warm up this weekend at all? I'll have those details just ahead, but first, here's Tom. Well, as this system departs later on this morning, we're going to start to see a bit of a clearing trend, high pressure moving in. Temperatures, however, still staying cold. New system for tomorrow. This one's going to develop a bit of a rain snow mix at the beginning because temperatures are going to be so cold. Then we'll transition into rain by the time we hit 7 degrees in the afternoon. As it exits, we may see a bit of a rain snow mix, but it's not going to be a ton of moisture. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters through much of the GTA. I'm going to stay over here for this map. We are going to be seeing the low move out come Sunday, but then we're going to see lake effect firing up behind it, and then on Monday, a brand new system comes in. Temperatures are going to remain quite cool. We're seeing a daytime high of 7 tomorrow, 5 for Sunday, 8 for Monday with that new system. Will kind of sit in that warm sector, and then behind it for Tuesday, that's where we could see another transition to a rain-snow mix, and then cold temperatures for the middle to the end of next week. Well, looking at the radar, you can see, as Tom was mentioning, not a lot of snow through much of the GTA. Areas a little bit further north being affected by it, but it's not even affecting traffic. It is so light at this hour. Now, we are going to see this system exit. We've got high pressure moving in behind it, which means we may see a peak of sun by later on this afternoon. And then tomorrow, brand new system approaches. Temperatures could be cold enough early in the day that we may start off with a bit of a rain-snow mix, transitioning to rain by the afternoon. And then as the system exits, we may see a bit of a transition back to rain-snow mix. Only 5 millimeters of rain.
Hi to Emily and Tom.
Yeah. Peanut. I like the name.
Yeah, Peanut.
It's cute.
Yeah, it is cute.
Yesterday I was raking leaves and Roxy was out with us, and I don't know, it's dogs in this weather. It's like that fresh, crisp air.
Oh, yeah.
They just love it, and she gets so hyper, and she was tearing around, ruining everything that I was doing.
Of course. Sure.
But yeah, dogs love it when it's cold.
Get Brooklyn and the dog out there. The leaves could be everywhere.
It's brutal. Like, she's kicking them, jumping in them. Roxy's doing laps around
Of
the.
course.
It's bad.
That's perfect.
Weekend, I will explain that coming up, but first, here's Tomah Traffic. All right, once this system departs, we are going to see some high pressure this afternoon. We were even seeing some sunshine on that Buttonville camera. That's going to continue to be the trend throughout the day today. Active weather moving in throughout the day tomorrow may start off as a rain-snow mix with those cold overnight temperatures. But as we get to our daytime high of 7 degrees, it will transition to rain, but not a ton of rain. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters, and as it exits, it may switch back to a rain-snow mix. Here's a look at the radar. You can still see some snow showers coming off the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay may make their way closer to the city by the time they taper off, which isn't great news for commuters, but it will taper off, and we'll see high pressure behind it. That means sunshine for much of the GTA. We're already seeing brilliant sun through Oakville, downtown, and through Buttonville. Now, we do have this system approaching throughout the day tomorrow, and to start off, depending on what time you're out, it's really going to be time dependent. You may see the system start as a rain-snow mix, and then temperatures will warm up to about 7 degrees. We'll see rain by the afternoon. Not a ton of rain, less than 5 millimeters. As the system exits, there's a chance that it could transition back into a rain-snow mix. Now, once this moves out, we'll see a bit of a clearing trend, and then the lake effect engines start to ram up with showers throughout the day on Sunday. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, very, very, very light snow coming down.
Yeah,
you blink, you miss it.
No, yeah, that's true. I mean, even up at Buttonville, they've been calling it for a while, but you can hardly see it on the cameras. And blue skies outside our studios.
Yeah, it's beautiful in Oakville. We're seeing lots of sunshine. Now, temperatures today, as Ken was mentioning, they're cold. They're starting off cold. They're going to end off cold. We're only looking at 4 degrees as a daytime high. So keep that winter jacket handy this afternoon. You'll want to hold on to it, I think.
You'll want to hold on to it for sure.
Mitts.
Yeah, but you want to hold on to those as well.
Parka.
Yeah, all of that.
All right, let's look at the radar. Details coming up in just a moment. But first, here's Tomah Traffic. Well, we are going to see this system depart. The lake effect snow showers, they could stick around for the next little while until temperatures just get too warm. 4 degrees is our daytime high, so that's not really going to happen. High pressure moving in, so we'll see a little bit in the way of sunshine, but then a brand new system comes in for tomorrow, and this one has the potential with our cold overnight and early morning temperatures to start off as a rain-snow mix. It will transition into showers by the afternoon, getting up to a daytime high of 7, and then as this system exits tomorrow evening and through the overnight, that is where we can see a transition back to a rain-snow mix. New system coming in for Monday of next week, but on Sunday we could be dealing with lake effect showers. Well, it's not looking too bad. Here's a look at the radar. Kevin was mentioning those snow showers. And as you can see, they're just north of the GTA. For tonight, temperatures are going to get really cold. I mean, we're only seeing a high of 4 today, and we've got very brisk northerly winds sustained at about 40 to 50 kilometers an hour. It's feeling like the freezing mark by this afternoon. We've got rain coming in tomorrow morning. Could start off as a rain-snow mix, but as temperatures rise above the freezing mark to about 7 degrees, it'll transition into rain. But as the system exits tomorrow night and into Sunday morning, we could transition back to some snow.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a dig, I think.
Well, Mel Lastman can take it, I can assure you. He's been getting digs in his entire life.
True, I suppose. But yes, no, it is not shovelable. So no, at all.
No.
Not even close. But we do have it nonetheless, so you might be seeing some flakes flying. But look at outside our Oakville studios. This is
Beautiful.
a live shot.
Lovely.
Sunny.
Blue sky.
Looks warm, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not.
It's freezing.
Oh, well.
Is
it actually freezing?
No, but it feels like freezing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
temperatures today getting up to 4 degrees, but feeling like 0 because our winds today. Okay, we'll get into the long range in just a moment, but first here's Tomah Traffic. Well, we are going to be seeing much cooler temperatures throughout the day today. High pressure in place, so we're going to see a little bit of sunshine. We're already seeing it in many areas. System moves in through the overnight and early tomorrow morning. May see a rain-snow mix just ahead of it, and then as our temperatures warm up to about 7 degrees, transitioning into rain. As the system exits, it's really going to be timing dependent. If it hangs around through the evening and overnight, we could very easily transition back into that rain-snow mix, but not a ton of rain. We're only seeing about 5 millimeters or less through much of the GTA. Now, come Sunday, once this Saturday system moves out, lake effect engines fire up. We'll see some lake effect showers. New system comes in on Monday. This is a system to watch for Tuesday. Could bring significant snow to the GTA. Thanks, Tom. Well, as this system departs, we're going to see a bit of a clearing trend. We'll actually see some high pressure move in for this afternoon, so we could see some sunshine. 4 degrees, however, it's going to stay cold. Tonight, we're going to start to see an increase in our cloud cover, and then by tomorrow morning, next system comes in. And depending on what time you're out, you may see this develop as a rain-snow mix before it transitions into rain by the afternoon. Daytime high 7 degrees. As it exits, again, time dependent, depending on when it decides to leave, we could see a transition back to a rain-snow mix as temperatures drop. For the most part, it is going to be rain. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters. And then throughout the day on Sunday, you think we're going to start to clear, but then the lake effect engines fire up again. So early morning, we may get away with some dry periods, but then by the afternoon, more showers move in and the next system comes in on Monday. Hey, thanks for that, Kim. You can always head to our website, theweathernetwork.com, to check out more of our Around the World in 60-second videos. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Friday. It is the 7th of November, and it is a cold start to the day. Coldest day of the week. Kevin Yard joins us in his hometown of Markham, Ontario. And Kevin, the snowflakes are such that if you blink, you just might miss them.
Put it to God. Back to you.
You do. You lose the heat through your head the fastest, Kevin. Leather jacket, I'm already into my parka. Let's just put it that way. About 40 to 50 kilometers an hour, and that's why it's going to feel more like the freezing mark instead of that 4 degrees. But we will see some high pressure moving in, which means we will see a little bit of sunshine. Next system moves in throughout the day tomorrow. It'll start off as a rain-snow mix early in the morning and then transition into rain as our temperatures get up to about 7 degrees. We'll be sitting into that warm sector. Now, as the system departs, we do have the risk to see a bit of a rain-snow mix on the way out. Not a lot of rain. We're looking at about 5 millimeters. And then the lake effect engines are going to fire up for Sunday. And then a brand new system comes in for the beginning of next week. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Friday. It is November the 7th, and it is a very cold start to the day. You're going to want to bundle up, definitely. Only a high of 4 today. Yesterday, we hit a daytime high of 10, which is pretty much bang on seasonal for us at this time of year. A system approaching that's really going to be time dependent. If you're out early, really early, you may see this system start as a bit of a rain-snow mix because temperatures are just going to be that cold. But by the afternoon, we will warm up to about 7 degrees, so that's where it's going to transition into all rain. And then as this system exit, again, really time dependent, depending on how long it sticks around for, we may see it exit with a bit of a rain-snow mix, but not a ton of moisture. We're only looking at about 5 millimeters of rain, so it's not incredibly intense. Now, as this system moves out throughout the day on Saturday and overnight to Sunday, we're going to start to see lake effect bands develop again on the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay. And then a brand new system is going to be coming in throughout the day on Monday. So for the next couple of days, we're going to be below seasonal and fairly unsettled. And it's not until the middle of next week where we really start to see our temperatures drop. Look at Wednesday, only a high of 2 degrees. Joining us, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. Now, as we look at November as a whole, it looks as though skiers are going to be thrilled. Sun lovers, not so much.
Yeah, it does look like an early start to the ski season. We are in the midst of a pattern change. Most of this past week, the weather has been typical of early November.
Right.
Now, Friday and the weekend, more typical of mid to late November.
Right.
Next week, most of the week, more typical of December. It's an overall pattern that actually resembles what we saw for most of last winter.
Okay, so rinse, repeat. Okay,
Right.
That's exactly what we're getting into. Now, temperatures across the country.
First in the western prairies, this air mass will be headed for southern Ontario next week. Fortunately, it won't be nearly as cold. So as we see these minus teens for highs,
Okay.
we can feel better about what we're expecting next week.
5 degrees doesn't seem so bad, does it? Yeah, right. Now, as we get into Monday, we do have a new system coming in, rain, snow showers developing. It's really going to be temperature dependent, correct?
Right, and this will mark the boundary of the Arctic air to the north, some milder air to the south. The more significant system comes on Tuesday, and the track, very important. Some of the models track a weaker low just south of Lake Erie.
Okay.
That would put us in the cold air and bring snow into the GTA, possibly significant. Other models track the low more up the 401, a little bit stronger system. That would allow milder air to come in for a few hours, give us rain before the Arctic air comes in late Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
So regardless, there is a really good chance that we could see some sort of snowfall throughout the day on Tuesday. Now, this map here, this is a transition map that we're seeing for the month of November as a whole, correct?
Right, and we're for most of the month.
All right, so there you have it. It is time now to get out the winter jacket. I don't know about you, but watching that top 5 videos kind of made me cold. I felt like I needed to bundle up just for watching it. If you want to check out more of our videos, just head to the website, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. It is the 7th of November, and today is a cold start to the day. Maybe that's why I feel the urge to bundle. We're only going to see temperatures today get up to 4 degrees. It wasn't too bad of a day. Snow in the forecast. Are you ready? A lot of people still need to put on their snow tires, myself included. I mean, if you call your mechanic the next couple of days, I mean, they're lined up. They are so busy at this time of year, making it a very chilly afternoon. Now, through the overnight, dropping to 0, so it is going to be quite cold, but we're not going to have a lot of precipitation in yet. We do have a new system approaching throughout the day tomorrow. This one has the potential to start off as a bit of a rain-snow mix, and then it will transition to rain through the afternoon as the temperatures warm up. But by the evening, as you can see, we still have a lot of moisture lingering, so there is a chance it could exit as a rain-snow mix as our temperatures get down towards that freezing mark. Less than 5 millimeters of rain, so not a huge system, but it's going to be gloomy and kind of drizzly throughout the day. After this system departs, the lake effect engines turn on for Sunday, so we could see some more precipitation, and then Monday, next system comes in, temperatures are going to be at or slightly below seasonal. Thank you so much, Kasia. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Friday. It is the 7th of November, and it is cold. Certainly the coldest day of the week thus far. Kevin Yard's joining us in his hometown of Markham. And Kevin, you're starting to see some pretty decent snowflakes. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, I've switched to my parka too. It's certainly the time of year where you have to make that transition. Today is going to be cold. We're only looking at a daytime high of 4 degrees. A very chilly afternoon. Tonight is going to be cold if you're hitting the town, bundle up. And then tomorrow morning, we do have this new system approaching. So get out and enjoy some of the sun today if you can, but dress warmly. The next system coming in could bring us the initial shot of a rain-snow mix if temperatures are still quite cold. And then temperatures will warm up to about 7 degrees. So we will see that transition to showers through the afternoon. And then by the evening, depending on the timing of this system, we may switch back to a bit of a rain-snow mix. Not a ton of moisture. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters of rain. And then on Sunday, when this system departs, we are going to see those lake effect engines ramp up throughout the GTA. And then Monday, brand new system comes in. This system to the north is the one to watch. This one is bringing with it a lot of cold air, and this could be our story come Tuesday. Now, it's still a couple of days out, but as it looks right now on some of the models, this could be a significant snowfall throughout much of the GTA. Temperatures are cooling down, but for the next couple of days, we are at or slightly below our seasonal average. Wow, that's pretty neat. I'm going to have to check that out one day. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Friday. It is November the 7th, and today is a cold, cold day. Yes, we may see a little bit of sunshine that could be bringing us a rain-snow mix and some showers. But today, not a bad day, but just bundle up. Make sure you are dressed for it if you're going to spend a lot of time outside. Tomorrow morning, if you're out early enough, you may see a bit of a rain-snow mix before this transitions into rain. We're going to see a daytime high hovering around 7 degrees tomorrow. And then really depending on how long it sticks around, we could actually pick up a rain-snow mix as it exits southern Ontario. We're not seeing a ton of rain. We're only looking at about 5 millimeters, but it's going to be kind of wet and gloomy throughout the day. After this system departs, we're going to see a bit of a dry slot, but then lake effect showers are really going to start to ramp up throughout the day on Sunday, so we could see some more wet weather. By Monday, next system starts to approach. This one brings in quite a bit of wet weather, and Tuesday is kind of the system to watch. There is the potential for some significant snowfall throughout much of the GTA. I know I had to say it because it is a possibility, but until then, it looks as though it's just going to be quite wet and quite cool. We're looking at 7 degrees for tomorrow, 5 for Sunday, 8 for Monday, cooling down for Tuesday, and then the middle of next week, significantly colder. And the morning show, if you missed it, first we'll start off in Quebec, where a landslide is getting the blame for this train derailment. And if you're not a fan of flying, you may want to close your eyes for this video. This plane was trying to land in very strong winds in Chicago. Kevin Yard was watching the snow fly, the very light snow fly through Markham.
Well, cold enough, we're seeing some light flurries in through the York region area here in Markham.
And meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum gave us some very chilly news.
Next week, most of the week more typical of December. There's an overall pattern that actually resembles what we saw for most of last winter.
Join us again Monday morning, 5:30 to 9.